Hi, boys and girls. Miss Alvarez is here. In social studies today, we're going to be learning about someone really fun, and you should know just by looking at this screen. Our main question today is, who in the world is Walt Disney? This is Walt Disney, and if you ever have visited Disney World, watched Disney movies, or have seen like Disney characters, you know that someone had to have made them up. And this man right here is the reason why we have all those Disney stuff. He is the creator of Disney. He also is the main creator of Mickey Mouse. So we're going to read a story about his life and what he did for kids. So let's read this book together.
That's my dad! Yeah, it sure is, Mickey. You know, Mickey, sometimes some kids are so little that they still haven't heard about our dad, Walt Disney. What? Why, he was a comedic genius, a creative innovator. He was, gosh, he was awesome. Well, maybe if you read the storyteller, which was my intention, actually. Excellent, because I think that other kids out there should know. Maybe they'll get inspired, Mickey, to do something amazing and creative like our Walt. Oh, brilliant idea. Storyteller, hit it. All right, Mickey and Minnie, I will, because I, too, love Walt Disney. And he was, well, who was he? Let's meet him. Walt Disney was a famous artist. He was the creator of Mickey Mouse. Walt drew many cartoons and made movies. He also created the theme parks Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Oh, did anybody notice my watch? Walt was born December 5th, 1901 in Chicago, Illinois. He had 3 brothers and 1 sister. As a boy, Walt wrote plays with his friends. They put on shows on stage. But more than anything, Walt loved to draw. He drew funny cartoons for his friends. There he is at 10 years old as a paperboy. And a fast fact, he worked hard too. He got up at 3:30 in the morning to deliver newspapers, and then he went to school. And then he delivered afternoon papers twice a day. You don't have to work that hard before going to school, do you? Walt took night classes at an art school while he was in high school. The United States was at war at the time, and Walt wanted to help. So he left school to drive an ambulance in the war. And the ambulances in the war looked like this. And you know what he would do? He would draw on the side of the ambulance to make them a little happier. After the war, Walt went back to his favorite activity, drawing cartoons. He and his brother, Roy, started their own animation studio. Walt invented characters like, me, Mickey Mouse, and me, Minnie Mouse, and also Donald Duck. Here they are working in their very first studio, the Disney Brothers Studio. That's what it was named initially. Walt met his wife, Lillian, there she is, at the Disney Brothers Studio. She happened to work there, and they fell in love and were married in 1925, and later had 2 daughters, Diane and Sharon. And this is the picture of Walt's family when Diane was 16 and Sharon was 13. Sharon was actually an adopted daughter. Mickey Mouse and Friends. In 1928, Walt made a short movie called Steamboat Willie. The star was, of course, Mickey Mouse. Steamboat Willie was the first cartoon to put a sound with pictures, and it was a huge hit. And a fast fact, Walt used his own voice to make Mickey Mouse talk. That's why he's considered the father of Mickey Mouse. In 1937, Walt made his first full-length movie. It was Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Many people saw the film, and it was a huge hit, actually. They'd never seen a full-length cartoon before. They used to be just little shorts before that. Shorts as in, maybe a 5-minute movie, maybe a 3-minute movie, but not a full movie. Well, Walt went on to make more popular movies like Pinocchio, Fantasia, and Bambi. And do you know that for Bambi, fast fact, Walt brought in real deer to the studio for his artists to study when they drew the pictures. TV time! Walt also created TV shows. Every week, families gathered in front of the TV to watch his favorite shows like The Wonderful World of Disney. First in black and white, and then in color. Another show Walt created was the Mickey Mouse Club. This show was on every single day and started a group of kids known as the Mouseketeers. Now, this is the original cast right here. This is the original Mickey Mouse Club with Walt right in the middle. They considered him like an uncle. Uncle Walt, they called him. But the Mickey Mouse Club kept on going for many years, and famous people that you know, like Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake and Christina Aguilera, were also Musketeers back when they were younger. Later versions, of course, than the black and white version. A happy place! Walt wanted to build a place where families could have fun. In 1955, he opened a theme park called Disneyland in California, and Walt called it, you want to say it? Oh, gee, thanks. The happiest place on earth. He sure did, and he said, true fact, that Disneyland would never be finished. He would always be adding something new to the park, and that's still true to this day. Then Walt moved on to plan another park in Florida. This one was called Walt Disney World, and Walt kept on making movies. Mickey Mouse and his cartoon friends were now famous all over the world. And there you have a view of Cinderella's castle, dressed in some colorful finery there. It looks like for the holidays. Walt died on December 15th, 1966, but he lives on through the characters and parks that he created, and his work continues to make people happy. So he was born in 1901, and then he died in 1966, and as you can see, Walt Disney World actually opened a few years after he died. You know who helped finish it? Roy, his brother. He helped see the whole thing through. And here's a poem about Walt Disney. From Mickey Mouse to Disneyland, each one Walt thought up, drew, and planned. And each fantastic, fun creation began in Walt's imagination. And you can be an artist too, kid. You can practice drawing every day to get good at it. Draw pictures of your family and your friends. Draw pictures of things you can imagine.
So as you can see, Walt Disney, he wanted to make kids' lives better by filling it with joy, filling it with imagination. He had a really, really big imagination, which is why he made so many good characters, and people expanded from that. Once he died, his brother Roy took over Disney World, made sure that Disney World became what it is today, and approved a lot of new Disney movies like The Little Mermaid, um, The Lion King. They created the new Pixar films like Toy Story, um, and then soon enough it started going on, and then we get movies like Tangled and Trolls um and all these new movies that you guys like to watch now. So what you're going to be doing today, I want you to think of something that you feel makes the world a better place. Okay, in your notebook, you're going to answer these questions. How would you make the world a better place? And what would you do for kids like you? Okay, so just like Walt Disney, he created this world of Disney so that kids like you feel safe in a place like that and feel joy and happiness in a place like that, because we all know that Disney World is the happiest place on earth. So, please do that in your notebooks, and we will talk tomorrow. Bye, guys.